What's up everybody, it's Lord Icon here, and in this video I wanted to bring you a quick detailed video of what we know about Destiny 2 for PC. Now, I'm not going to be covering off any gameplay footage or anything like that in this video. The footage I've got in the background is from Bungie's official website. If I was to cover anything else on this channel, unfortunately I would have to kind of rob that from somebody else, which I'm not going to do. So in this video I wanted to quickly go over what Bungie have already come out and said is going to be available to the PC players when Destiny 2 hits. So to start that off, we have 4K resolution support. So for those of you that have 4K monitors, you are going to be able to run that at full benefits of your monitor. Now, this kind of ties in with the next point, but they did have demo rigs at the event running 4K, and the reason I say this ties into the next one is the next point was uncapped frame rates. So on PC, we are going to have completely maximum capabilities of our graphics card. I know that the rigs at the event were running 1080 Ti's at 4K, and I think it was 60 frames a second, 4K on medium settings, and apparently it felt butter smooth. So here's hoping that slightly older graphics cards can still run it at extremely high frame rates, decent quality at 1080p. That's all I care about personally, but because I don't have a 4K monitor, but still up to 4K support with uncapped frame rates is going to be awesome. Also, on that note, we do have full mouse and keyboard support with Destiny 2 with custom key mapping. So at the moment, if I pop it up on screen, this is an image that's come out from the event which does show the default keyboard layout that was set up. Granted, for the event, things may change, but it's very generic on its layout. Not huge amount of keys, quite nicely spaced together, but obviously we can actually have the option of changing these over if we want to. Some of them do seem a little bit whack if you ask me, so things like grenade is actually on Q, where most people are kind of used to that being on G, and G's interact, which we normally have on something like F or E. So yeah, we're going to have the option of changing these around if we want to, which is awesome. When Destiny 2 does hit PC, we will have a text chat feature. So that will be pretty cool, that in fact we could actually go into a social space and actually just type out, does anybody want to do a raid, does anybody want to do a strike, things like that, without having to use another new feature that's in the game. We're going to have an adjustable FOV for the game, which is going to be awesome. I mean, I'm one of these players that generally likes to sit around the 90 mark, sometimes up to about 100 FOV. Now, obviously, this doesn't tell us if this is obviously the general FOV or if we're going to have control over ADS FOV, so aim down sights. So I'm kind of hoping we have both. It would be nice to be able to customize that view to your heart's content. The next one up is actually, in my opinion, something that any game in 2017 should have, and that is a detailed PC settings screen. I personally believe that every PC game should have a detailed settings screen so you can customize the game to suit your rig. No one PC is alike. Everybody's rigs vary in minor details sometimes, but they do vary. So being able to go in and tweak the game settings to your liking to make the game run best for your setup is awesome. So the fact they've actually even contemplated putting that in at this stage is good, because a lot of games do lack on a detailed thing. Obviously they haven't explained what detailed is, but it's there. And then the last point they have come out and said for specs is they are doing full monitor support up to a resolution of 21:9. So if you've got a lovely widescreen monitor, or a lovely widescreen monitor that's 4K, you're going to have a really nice experience. Now, a couple of other things that they have said about Destiny 2 on PC is, first of all, the platform it's going to be delivered on. Now, a lot of us were kind of expecting it to be on Steam. I personally was expecting it to be on Steam. Turns out that's not going to be the case. I knew it was going to be on a platform, because there's no way a game from Activision would just be a standalone game. They've always had a history of releasing games on Steam. Call of Duty is the best example I can give. But obviously, Activision, who is the company behind Bungie, like the publicist behind Bungie, they are partnered with Blizzard. So they have Activision Blizzard as a partner company. And so therefore the details were released that actually Destiny is going to be the first non-Blizzard game coming out on the Blizzard app. So it's going to be running on Battle.net in the background, and it's going to be available on the Blizzard app with what has been kind of mentioned as pretty much full support of the chat client in the Blizzard app. So all the standard friends features, all the text features, so you can still interact with your friends on the Blizzard app while you're in game. So that's pretty cool. I'm kind of looking forward to that. I mean, Blizzard app is a very solid platform in my opinion. I like the way it runs. It's not cluttered, so good news for that. Now, the only bit of bad news that I have about all this is the launch date of Destiny. So, as we all know, Destiny's launching on the 8th of September. The bad news is that's not for PC. The 8th of September is the release date for Destiny 2 on the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 4 Pro, but not the PC. The PC version is going to be delayed slightly, so we don't know when, we don't know how long by, but it's not coming out at the same time as Destiny on the consoles. Now, I'm a little bit upset because obviously I want to get my hands on Destiny. I've waited years for Destiny on PC, but at the end of the day, if it means we're going to be getting a better experience out of it, then I'm all for that, as long as we get something that's not a pile of trash. But I have to admit, out of all the reviews I've heard from people mention about their experience with the game at the event, they said the PC version was butter smooth and such a nice experience. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. As always, if you liked the video, then hit the like button. If you didn't like the video, you know where that is as well. Let me know in the comments below if you're picking up Destiny 2 and what platform you're going to be playing on. And as always, I've been Lord Nikon, this has been Gaming Defect, and I'll catch you in the next one.